What's going on, my cheers and my faithful members of the D Clan? I'm back with another one. I just got through watching Weapons today at the movie theaters. This movie isn't what I thought it was gonna be, y'all. It was not scary at all, at least to me. Um, I enjoyed the movie for what it was. You know, I thought here's basically what happened. You have a school teacher in the movie, okay? And the school teacher has a student, a certain young man, and he's being bullied. Well, she notices that, he's awfully quiet. She steps in to protect him. And she notices that this student of hers is awfully more quiet than what he usually is. So the student parents, the mom has an aunt who she wants to help take care of. And the husband is against it. He's like, why? She didn't come to our wedding. Why do we have to take care of her? Oh, it's just for a little while. We're doing it. They took the aunt in, and the aunt bewitches them and controls them through black magic. Okay? Long story short, she threatens the little boy that if he tells anybody, she's going to get him as well. So the teacher, whose name is Justine, she has an affair with a police officer who was also a former friend. And that police officer also runs into, long story short, I'm paraphrasing, he runs into a crackhead. And he chases the crackhead down because he caught the crackhead getting ready to break into this house. He chases down and tells, if I catch you around this neighborhood again, I'm going to kick your butt. And then I think a couple days later, the crackhead, he wants money to support his habit. And he goes and he breaks into none other than the little boy's house where the witch is. He runs in there and he's stealing stuff, valuables, the silverware. Silverware is worth, some money. And the parents are sitting down with their eyes closed on the couch. He snaps his finger in their face. They don't move. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he's freaked out. So as he try to go as a herb and get some more stuff so he can get up out of there, the parents then gets up and come stand behind him, and he freaks out. And then he bolts to the door, gets the door open, and he haul tails. Well, when he runs away, and he goes back to this pawn shop of sorts, and he goes to sell the silverware, he sees the sign for the missing children. And about the missing children, I forgot about that. The missing children came about was that the movie never fully explained whether the witch kidnapped the children so that way she can make herself younger or steal their energy. It didn't specify. But what happened was she told her nephew, the little boy, she said, look, I'm sick. I'm not doing well. If you give me an item from each of your classmates, that'll help me feel better. He said, well, if I do this, will you leave? And of course, she lies and tell him, yes, she'll leave. But, then threatens him again, you can't tell nobody. So he steals the name tags on the cover bins of all of his classmates, when nobody is there. He almost get caught, of course, but he was able to wiggle his way out of it. And he gives it to the witch, and the witch casts her magic, and at 2:17 a.m. in the morning, all of the children run out of their houses to the witch's house, or the little boy's house, who is now controlled by the witch. So Justine later gets in contact with with one of the parents of one of the missing children at the gas station, and then you have this school secretary. I think he's the principal, and he either with CSS Child Support Services or he's with the principal. I can't remember which one it was. The school principal. I can't remember which one. Asian brother, and you know everybody finds it odd that the little boy is the only one left in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? That he's the only one that came to school and all the other kids has disappeared. So the FBI goes in for questioning, and they question little boy, they question his aunt, they question everybody in the school. Of course, he says, he doesn't know anything, blah blah blah. They meet his aunt. She lies, of course. Then she doubles back and goes back to the school, or child support services talk to the guy, to the Asian man who was over the child support services or the school. I don't remember which one. So anyway, long story short, she speaks to him and he's like, he's asking her some questions and she's like, "Oh, I'm taking care of his parents. His dad had his parents is sick, or the dad had a stroke, something like that." She was lying and telling him. He said, "Okay." He said, "Well, I'd like to still, speak to the, his legal guardian." So she then goes over to his house, and he and his lover are sitting down getting ready to have lunch. She knocks on the door and interrupts them. And the Asian guy, his intuition was up because she feigned like she was tired or coughing or whatever, actually have some water. He was going to go get her some water and bring it back. He wasn't going to let her in the house. But his lover invited her in. And then she said, he said, "Let me get you a glass of water." She says, "Well, I prefer a bowl. It's just a preference. I drink out of a bowl." So he grabs a bowl and he passes her the water. And he makes a bowl of water, passes it to her. She then goes into her purse and take out this, I'm guessing this Hollywood Twitch thing with a whole bunch of hairs and stuff over it and spikes on it. And she sacrifices, she makes some blood and she rubs her blood on it after she prick herself. And she had one of his hairs that she stole from the teachers, that she stole from the Asian man. She stole one of his hairs or something like that, and wrapped it around that Twitch thing or whatever. And then she's breaks it, and he kills his lover. Then she tosses it in some water, and then she sent him after Justine, who's at the gas station with one of the parents. They're able to fight him off because he tried to kill Justine as well. And then as Justine gets away, then he runs after her on foot. And then a pedestrian hits him and kills him, brain matter everywhere. After that, the father and her goes back to the witch's house because they figure out that, she's the aunt of the little boy. The little boy, matter of fact, the witch tells the boy, say, "Hey, pack your things, we're getting ready to leave." She says, "Don't step over the salt." And when Justine and the dad of one of the missing children goes into the house, they cross the line of the salt. Then the parents and the police officer who got captured by the witch, they attack them. They fight them off. Justine has to kill the police officer, unfortunately. After that, the dad then gets bewitched and he chokes Justine. But the boy, he crosses over the salt, and then now his parents are trying to kill him. They're chasing him, and after they chase him, he runs to the bathroom. He finds one of the witch's Twitch, and he does what she did. He pricks himself, and he rubs his blood on it, and then he breaks it, and then the spell breaks loose. The parents are set free, but their minds are still trapped. And then the children all snap, and they run after the witch, and they kill her. They pull her apart while she's streaming. That was a very, very satisfying scene of the whole entire movie. Some of the kids are able to talk again, and the father retrieves his son. And it says later on that some of the kids are able to regain their speech. Some of them don't. The parents of the little boy, they are put into a mental hospital. Unfortunately, they don't recover their senses. And the little boy is sent with another aunt who is not a witch. And it was a bittersweet ending. You know what I'm saying? But this movie is good. You know, if you like I said, it's not really scary. It's more of a thriller. You know what I'm saying? Me myself personally, I don't care for witchcraft stuff, but I went to go see it. You know, get out the house for a little bit. But it's a good movie to go see. Uh, I have to give this movie a 2 out of 5. Hooray! Other than that, guys, like I said, if you want a good movie to go see, go ahead and see it. Comment down below. Tell me if you like my reaction to this, my review of this movie. Tell me if you like my review. Yes, it is not spoiler free. Rate the video, like the video, share this video with your friends, and subscribe. 5,000 subscribers. Hooray!